The mission of the Seacoast Hospice is to provide for our geographic area the best possible services for families that are experiencing a loved one with an end-of-life situation, and to do that in the most inclusive and least restrictive environment. There are many for-profit hospice-type programs that are affiliated with national corporations. This is actually a community asset foundation which is familiar with our demographics, and its membership is from our demographics, and these are the people that support us and have allowed us to grow to become the only freestanding, fully complemented hospice in the state of New Hampshire, including the Hyder Family Hospice House, which is an inpatient facility for those folks that might be unable to assist their family members within the home situation for a variety of reasons.
There are many human struggles and medical issues related to a life-threatening illness. The emotional and spiritual struggles of a patient with a short prognosis are often overwhelming. Once associated with only cancer patients, hospice now provides services that offer comfort and reduce the suffering of any patient battling a disease or condition that can no longer be treated.
The two most common misconceptions about hospice care are that we only take care of cancer patients and that we only take care of patients at the very end of life, when in fact we take care of patients with any disease of any age who are in a terminal portion of their disease. And we take care of them hopefully for weeks to months, because it's an all-inclusive package. We try to maximize quality of life, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
In the 30 years since the inception of hospice in America, healthcare has changed drastically. Many diseases that were acutely life-threatening have shifted into chronic illness, which require different models of care.
In the past 20 or 30 years, hospice has changed from an all-volunteer organization to now a specialized practice of care, providing symptom management and pain control and a holistic approach. Seacoast Hospice is the largest and only freestanding hospice in the state of New Hampshire. And at Seacoast Hospice, we're able to provide the best possible care, complementary therapies, and a complete patient-oriented approach.
Founded by volunteers in 1978 as the first hospice in New Hampshire, Seacoast Hospice offers complete support and care for people in the last phases of incurable disease, so they might live as fully and as comfortably as possible. By working with a patient's attending physician and family caregivers, a customized plan of care is developed to address the needs of the patient and family.
It's about pain and symptom management. It's about dignity. It's about, we believe that people live until they die. And it's about quality of life. And it's very individualized. And sometimes people are very frightened, sometimes they're very calm. But we want to help them with their journey. It's about body, mind, and spirit. We have a medical director available to us 24/7. We have nurses, nursing assistants, some homemakers, and that's the medical piece. We have a psychosocial piece with social workers, volunteers, bereavement, and spiritual care.
I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer back in August of 2008. So my sister-in-law and brother decided that they would look into Seacoast Hospice for me to have me come up here to New Hampshire and be closer to the family. When I got here, I just fell in love with the place just from looking out from the outside. I could feel the spirit inside, the good vibes I got. And as soon as I got in here, I just started crying because I felt so happy. Everyone that came around me was like an angel. I had to describe, it's like a feeling of this aura, just goodness, and God shining through everybody. The level of care here has been beyond excellent, way beyond excellent. It's just been, it's like being in heaven on earth.
Seacoast Hospice offers support all the way through the process. We call it grief and bereavement, and we consider grief prior to the death and then the bereavement process after the death. We have a very large program. We communicate with the community. We have a written program. We have one-on-one consultation, a variety of support groups, a lending library, and it's up to the individual family. Some people work well with certain types of support, and some honestly don't want any at all. But we do offer support to the community at large, not just to the patient family?
My greatest satisfaction probably has to come from the gradual acceptance by the medical community of hospice care as a part of mainstream American medicine. With the development of hospice as a part of Medicare, we began to be able to provide nursing care, and with that came a gradual acceptance by the medical community of hospice. And my role in communicating that to the medical community was really very, very satisfying over the time that I was medical director. It's been quite a ride. We dreamed about having a hospice house. We dreamed about many of the patients with terminal illness really receiving the best of care, and that has, I think, come to pass.
Early referrals are essential. It's about quality of life. It offers us the opportunity to come in and work with pain and symptom management, to work with unfinished business, to settle problems in the family, and to problem solve. We actually have time to problem solve if there's an issue, and also to create a better and stronger bond between the patient and the staff. Advanced planning is absolutely one of the most important things that someone can do. It's about choice and control. Many people feel, out of ignorance or naivete, that if they sign these documents that they're going to be giving up power and that someone will have control over them. But that's not what it's about at all. It's about dignity and integrity and honoring what their choices are for their preferences at end of life.
I've never been so comfortable in one place in my whole entire life, probably since I was born, since my mother would hold me in her arms, or my father. No, it's just like being at home. I'm just blessed that God has brought me to such a good place, such good people, and these are tears of joy. I just love it here.
Our plans for the future are pretty much to keep enhancing what we already offer, but also to grow and offer these supports in a widening geographic area, which we've started to do by offering services in the southern part of Maine, which is called York County, Maine, and also into South Carroll County, which is the county just north of us, and creating all kinds of community partnerships with hospitals and the towns and the communities around us. Our commitment is to our citizens in this community who have to experience those end-of-life issues, and to offer that support because we are neighbors and friends and family church members. We're not an outside entity, but we are you.
When time is short and medical science has no more to offer, hospice is a family affair that offers the promise of comfort. Let Seacoast Hospice make every moment count. For more information, log on to seacoasthospice.org or call the number on your screen.